Two men with 5 European Tour titles between them go head-to-head in round 2. It's another massive clash in the second round of the European Darts Matchplay as Austria's number 1 takes on Belgium's number 2. Mensur Suljovic, fresh from what he called the biggest win of his career in his home city of Vienna in Austria, just, 6 days ago, takes on Kim Huybrechts, who is desperately trying to get something going. It has been a real tough couple of years for Kim Huybrechts. His hopes of making the World Championship are not, well, they've taken a bit of a battering over the last few months as results have not gone his way. He did make a quarter-final at the World Cup of Darts, but he has not made a ranking quarter-final all year. And if you don't do that, you're not picking up money. And he comes into this weekend on the back of 2 first-round exits in Germany in that Pro Tour event just before the August World Series break. By contrast, Mensur Suljovic has lost just 2 of his last 16 games. He's gone quarter-final, semi-final, tournament win. He is the form man. He is the seeded player, only just. But that'll change. There's that 25 grand of ranking money he picked up last week will shoot him up Pro Tour rankings. It is game 5 of the night. Peter Wright to come, Nathan Aspinall to come, Joe Cullen versus Jamie Hughes to round off the night. But this one could be a cracker. It's the Gentle and the Hurricane.
Game on.
Yep, superb match in prospect. It was a superb match featuring the Hurricane last night when he met Robert Thornton. A brilliant battle between 2 stars of the sport, and we could see something similar here. They have had their fair share of meetings, but haven't crossed swords for a couple of years, this pair.
140.
In fact, it was a match on the Euro Tour against Kim Huybrechts that started it all off for Mensur Suljovic, wasn't it? The International Darts Open in Riesa 2016 when he won his first PDC title. That was this weekend 3 years ago.
With a little help from Kim, who missed 7 championship darts in one of the most heartbreaking Euro Tour finals I think I've ever seen. He had him, and he let him off.
94.
In need of a catnap.
Suljovic has certainly kicked on
98.
and has become one of the sport's premier players, a major champion, of course. A few years ago, many were predicting that Kim Huybrechts might be the one to do something like that. Hasn't quite happened for the Hurricane.
Mincy require 170.
Well, he's come close, hasn't he? Major finalist in mind at the Players' Championship finals.
Long time ago now, though, wasn't it?
Mensur wants another. Doesn't get it. But that Grand Slam run to the semi-finals again 5 years ago now.
134. Kim, you require 127.
A 127 would get him into the game.
87. Mensur, you require 36.
A set-up shot because the second darts was way off the mark.
No score.
I'm pretty surprised he missed, particularly after the
40?
second dart was rested on the outside of the wire. But Huybrechts has a chance to break immediately here.
20.
Got to take those chances.
Mensur, you require 36.
Huybrechts has not.
Chances spurned by the Hurricane.
Game shot on the first leg. Mensur Suljovic, take a look into throw first.
Are we going to see for the first time, Dan Dawson, all 16 seeded players move into the final day of action on a European Tour event?
Well, we're obviously coming close to it. Michael Smith was a threat to Michael van Gerwen. Kim Huybrechts is undoubtedly a threat to Mensur Suljovic. Willie O'Connor versus Peter Wright could be interesting because as good as Peter Wright was in the semi-finals last weekend when he was beaten by MVG, he wasn't very impressive leading up to it, it has to be said. Nathan Aspinall will be a heavy favourite against Wayne Jones, but we've not seen the As play particularly well since the resumption of
93.
Pro Tour action this month. And I have to say, Jamie Hughes versus Joe Cullen, I don't know how the bookies have priced it up, but it would not surprise me if Jamie goes off as the favourite in that one. So that might be, if anybody has got 50p on all the seeded players making it through,
100.
that might be the time to cash out.
$58.
Does make for a very interesting, intriguing, exciting final day at the European Darts Matchplay. The winner of this match will face Michael van Gerwen tomorrow afternoon in the third round.
32. $93. $85.
To have
96.
some
Meant to
matchups
require
set already.
144.
We'll run through them at the end of this leg, which is in the balance. Huybrechts can only get one dart at double when he comes back.
58. Kim, you require 103.
What's the route, Kim? 51 leaves 52. That leaves 32.
71.
And that still leaves 32.
Meant you require 86.
Mensur taking his time. Big shot coming in the air.
Huybrechts and Thornton were certainly getting on with it yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, very different pace this game. Maybe a very different outcome because Mensur pins the double 16 to punish Huybrechts' miss. 2-0. A break of throw as well. Nothing in the averages, but that is only because Kim has got down to a double and then missed it. Mensur isn't winning these legs by much, but he is winning them.
So confirmed ties in the last 16 between Adrian Lewis and Christoph Ratajski. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Does.
Darryl Gurney, Rob Cross.
60.
Fascinating. Match play semi-final repeat.
Dave Chisnell, Ricky Evans.
Going to be quick, could be high scoring.
Ian White against Johnny Clayton.
Diamond of the Ferret. Euro Tour winners.
140.
Gerwyn Price against Glenn Durrant.
Love it. It was a classic on the Euro Tour earlier this year as Kim fills it up.
180.
We are awaiting opponents for MVG. The winner of that will be rewarded with a meeting with the world number one. And James Wade. Aspinall or Jones will take on the machine. Of course, if Suljovic does go on to win this match, it will be a repeat of last weekend's final.
82.
Perfect.
$66. Kim, you require
A couple of misses from
164.
Mensur. Means there's a tiny chance. And a chance has slipped away. And Kim Huybrechts, nowhere near as fired up as he was last night against Robert Thornton. Doesn't seem to be able to fire himself up. Not being given much of a chance by Mensur Suljovic. Or indeed himself, because he can't hit the doubles.
Game on the third leg. Mensur Suljovic. Mensur
Suljovic must be oozing confidence at the moment. This is a man who, for the first time I think I've ever heard, last week when you interviewed him, Dan, said that he fancied himself to win the World Championship.
I mean, I thinks he could win it. I'm not sure fancies himself to win it. That might be a bit strong.
Journalistic licence, Dan.
Okay. But
58.
for a man who has often insisted that he has no chance of winning tournaments, which he has literally just won.
Yeah, never. Is his usual response to that question, isn't it?
Yeah. But you're holding the trophy, Mensur. You have won it. I know in this. Yes, you did. So for him to say, I think I could win the World Championship, I think that shows how much that victory meant to him. Yes, it was emotional. Yes, it was in front of his family and his friends in his home city in Vienna. He'd never won a tournament in Austria before.
57.
And I think he did struggle at times in the past playing in front of his home fans and the expectations of the adoring crowd. Not anymore. He's done it. He beat the world #1 in the process.
Just getting himself back in the leg. Stranded a long way behind Huybrechts, but now that 180, well, it might be cancelled out here by Kim.
140.
Good response.
Oh, 180 followed by
140.
He does like the old dead cat shot, Mensur, trying to stick in a big visit that leaves him an odd number just to try and distract his opponent.
The cheek.
36. Mensur, you require 65.
Well, even though he didn't hit it, Huybrechts is a man who will be racing to the hockey because Suljovic is playing at a much slower pace and would have seen that he attempted that. You can't have it back, Mensur. You chose that route. You got yourself into this mess. You get yourself out of it.
Game on the fourth leg.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know he's just taken out 65, and I know when you're going for the 25, you're aiming at the ball, really, but that is a ropey-looking 65, isn't it? It was only just in the 3. It was only just in the double 6. It does not matter. If anything, they might hurt your opponent a little bit more if they're watching.
Had this chat with Paul Nicholson earlier. He said that he didn't aim for the ball when he went for the 25.
Well, go and tell that to Rod Harrington.
Bottom left, Paul Nicholson used to aim for.
180.
He was usually successful. Hit the top right.
99 average for Mensur Suljovic. Couple of points more than for Kim Huybrechts. Couple of points more than Mensur Suljovic. He's 4-0 down. Averages, schmaverages.
Well put.
83.
But the key factor is that 0 out of 5 on the doubles, and they are spread over 3 different legs. Kim Huybrechts not only missed darts at double in 3 separate legs, he was first to a double
100.
in 3 separate legs. And they're the ones where you walk away thinking, that was my leg, I should have won it. Okay, you can miss darts, and if the other guy has missed before you, then you think I might have stolen it.
96.
If you get there first, that's your leg. And they've not been at bullseye either. He's had tops, 10s, double 16, which is his favourite. This is going to hurt Kim.
145.
And it will not do him any favours in trying to qualify for the Euros, in trying to qualify for the Worlds.
Yeah, just
54.
mentioned that Suljovic will be perhaps at the most confident he's been, even in his career. Huybrechts must be scraping the barrel, looking for some kind of confidence, and this will not help, especially if it ends in a bagel.
Mensur Suljovic to collect him to
Kim Huybrechts he's won PDC titles, won 2 Euro Tours, won a couple of floor titles, made a major final, had runs to quarterfinals and beyond in some big TV tournaments, but he's always been a sort of liminal player. He's been on the margins, been looking to break through the door into the real big time. He's made the Premier League a couple of times, but he's had 2 very disappointing campaigns where he's finished last. Even though one of those years he actually played really well. He was a little bit unfortunate. Mensur Suljovic had an awful campaign in his first Premier League, of course, despite playing well. And bounced back from it, but Kim hasn't been able to do that, and it must be frustrating. And you do wonder if he's able to get back to that level and batter that door down
137.
Certainly Suljovic, who has kicked on in his career, he's won a major event, a World Series event, 3 of these Euro Tour titles.
125.
Just a 1 on the floor, isn't it, for Suljovic?
Won in Ireland, didn't he?
Yeah, a couple of years ago when many people were tipping him to win the World Grand Prix because of his
145.
relentless double 14 hitting.
50.
Oh, that loose dart might hurt him. And a decent setup shot from Mensur Suljovic could give us our first 6-0 of the day. Apart from the Rob Cross Marvin Vader game, of course.
99. Kim, you require 95.
Of the night. Surprised that Kim Huybrechts didn't
49.
go double-double there.
Yeah, went double-double in
Mensa, you
speed
require
darts. Well, he broke the
120.
record for that in the dart show the other day, but
I'm not sure Mensa is breaking any records for speed darts here.
certainly not tonight. Might be a speedy exit for Kim Huybrechts tonight.
Oh, ball, go on, Mensa. Oh no, there was a clear route. The camera angle showed us, Mensa showed us.
80.
But has
Kim,
it
you
shown
require
Kim a
46.
glimmer of light?
Where's he gone? Oh, 6 foot. Oh, double 18.
Gauge on the sixth
Wow.
leg.
Well, I
Kim
suppose he's
Huybrechts.
missed double 16. He's missed double top. He's missed double 10.
Seventh
Try
leg,
something
Mensa
new.
to throw first.
He
Game
does.
on.
There will be no whitewash.
Still very much on course for the perfect run for the seeded players here. The closest
140.
to a seed departing was the match between Christopher Teichke and Keegan Brown, which saw the pole win through.
140.
Every single leg was a hold with throw.
Yeah, Scott Taylor missed darts to take his game with Johnny Clayton to a last leg decider as well. That's probably as close as we came in the afternoon session.
John Henderson could have troubled Daryl Gurney.
170.
170 from Mensur.
And to be honest, there wasn't much in it between Michael van Gerwen and Michael Smith.
Missed doubles again for Michael Smith, costing him. It is 4 180s for Kim Huybrechts, who still is averaging in the high 90s in this game. And may well, there you see, it's up towards 100. This is actually better than his average against Robert Thornton in that
100.
belter of a game last night. But Mensur Suljovic has just been so solid in this game.
44.
Could be about to
Mensa
post a
require
second
91.
ton plus average. And a very comfortable victory. 2 darts at tops to seal the deal. And Suljovic.
Shot and the match.
Surge continues.
Mensa
Winner last weekend in
Suljovic.
Austria. 102 and a 6-1 demolition of the Hurricane Kim Huybrechts. Mensur Suljovic sets up a very tasty last 16 showdown with Michael van Gerwen tomorrow. But tonight we've still got Peter Wright, Willie O'Connor, Nathan Aspinall, Wayne Jones and Joe Cullen against the Czech Darts Open champion Jamie Hughes. Suljovic is safely through a 6-1 success for the Austrian edge.
Und damit wissen wir, wer der morgige Achtelfinalgegner von Michael van Gerwen ist. Das wird also die Wiederauflage des Finals von Wien sein, von der vergangenen Woche. Applaus für Kim Huybrechts. Auf die Doppel hat er sich schwer getan. Und der Mensur ist on fire. Man merkt dir an, du hast Selbstvertrauen, du fühlst dich wohl, oder? Läuft gut.
Ja, auf jeden Fall. Aber nach erster Leg, die 3 Doppel habe ich verpasst. Er kommt dran. Gott sei Dank verpasst. Und dann habe ich gesehen, sind wir beide auf selben Niveau. Und ich habe gesagt, jetzt musst du dein Bestes geben. Kim ist mein Doppelpartner. Er spielt absolut gut im Moment. Wirklich sehr gut. Wir haben ihn gestern gesehen und ich habe gewusst, ich darf ihm keine Chance lassen.
Was macht so ein Sieg jetzt in Wien? Letztes Wochenende Finale auch gegen Michael van Gerwen gewonnen. Nimmst du das inzwischen so mit als etwas, das halt passiert? Du hast schon ein paar gewonnen oder ist das immer noch was Besonderes und das gibt dir so einen kleinen Push?
Ja, zuerst muss ich sagen, mein Publikum ist ein bisschen besser wie da. Aber das macht nichts anderes. Man muss sich fokussieren auf sein Spiel, muss sein Bestes geben. Und ich habe wirklich 4 Wochen Urlaub gehabt und ich habe jeden Tag trainiert. Gibt es keinen Tag ohne Training. Mit meinem Sohn Taki habe ich jeden Tag trainiert. Wir haben gestritten, wer steht an Bord. Aber okay.
Hast du gewonnen manchmal auch, ja?
Wenn ich 6-0 gewinne, darf er nicht trainieren. Und er hat sich immer die Mühe gegeben, ich schwör's.
Jetzt kommt Michael van Gerwen schon im Achtelfinale. Schon eine Nuss, ne?
Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall eine schwere. Ja. Aber ich habe nichts zu verlieren. Das ist seine Aufgabe, nicht meine.
Der wird schon heiß sein durch diese Finalniederlage, das wissen wir alle, das mag er nicht, ne? Wenn man ihn im Finale schlägt. Der wird schon motiviert sein gegen dich.
Auf jeden Fall. Michael ist der Michael, ist absolute Nummer 1, muss man Respekt. Ich sage immer wieder Respekt. Er hat heute zu mir gesagt, Champion, sagt nein, gibt es nur einen Champion im Moment, bist du. Wir können dich ein bisschen ärgern. Ich hoffe, ich ärgere ihn morgen immer wieder. Ich gebe nie auf und ich bin immer hinter ihm. Ich habe ihm gesagt, ich gebe nie auf. Das schwöre ich.
Mensur, ja, Applaus. Mensur, es ist die Bitte an mich herangetragen worden. Eine Frage auf Englisch, auch für die Zuschauer im PDC Livestream. Fass vielleicht noch mal kurz zusammen. Happy with the game today against Kim Huybrechts?
It's a very nice game for me. Sorry, it's my friend Kim lose, aber I play good.
Mensur, freue mich auf morgen. Starker Auftritt, Mensur Suljovic. The Gentle. Der ist in richtig guter Form. Average von knapp 102 Punkten hat er gespielt.